You know, I want to get in all three of you, just one by one, very quickly before I allow you to go. But Pranay, let's begin with you. It's a tight diplomatic walk where India is concerned. What has been India's stand till now? How are we looking at the situation from our interests?
If you see the statement of Minister of External Affairs here, Preeti, on this conflicting situation, we have good relation with both Israel and Iran. We are certainly for peace. We are certainly for de-escalation. If you see the stated position of India vis-a-vis the nuclear program of Iran is concerned, we have said that Iran has a right for the peaceful, the nuclear enrichment for the peaceful purposes. But since Iran is a signatory of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, they should not do anything to acquire nuclear weapon. This remains in the domain of IAEA, and the recent statement from IAEA clearly indicates that Iran has ramped up its enrichment program, and that remains a matter of concern. Look, as far as the nuclear club is concerned, nobody wants other entry in the nuclear club, and the smaller the ring, better it is. So that is the policy. But as far as the region is concerned, we definitely have a concern. We have concerns about the spillover of the conflict, because in West Asia region, in the Gulf region, we have around 80 lakh people of Indian origin and Indians who are working there in the Gulf countries. We do not want escalation in that area. Also, that region is very important for us as far as the energy supplies are concerned. So therefore, these are the issues with which and on which we want de-escalation. We have also expressed our intent that if we can help in any way, India stands ready to help either parties to find some solution and have peaceful solution and dialogue and diplomacy.
And therefore, there will also be economic consequences, not just for India, but the world as well, with the conflict in this particular region. But what are you looking at now, Sandeep? Over the next 24 hours, we're clearly looking at a conflict which is only escalating, intensifying. What are you watching closely?
Well, I'm looking
America?
at, America, of course, because you look at the kind of assets that the United States has been moving into the region, Preeti. They have one carrier strike group already in the Arabian Sea, that's the USS Carl Vinson. They're moving in a second carrier strike group, that is the USS Nimitz. 20 tankers, we are being told, have landed in the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. These are tankers which refuel fighter jets. There are a number of fighter aircraft already there, which means that the United States is preparing for a very large amount of air operations in the region. And that could suggest something to do with Iran. Are they trying to move in, once and for all, try and attack Iran, destroy its nuclear capabilities, take its enrichment program back by several years? Or are they going in for the kill this time and attempting regime change from the air? Because, for changing a regime, you actually need boots on the ground. You need something like the 200,000 or so allied,
Has there been precedent?
I was looking at 2001 December in Afghanistan, where you had the Taliban that was chased out of Afghanistan by US bombs, fighter jets, and a very light footprint of special forces, US special forces with the Northern Alliance soldiers. But in Iran, you're looking at a full-scale Iranian military, which will actually have to be militarily defeated before they can be, the regime can be pushed out. So it's a very complicated situation looking at, and as you said, the United States is going to be very key. What the US does in the next 24 hours or so is going to decide the future of this conflict.
Shivani, if we still have you with us, I want to just bring in my colleague Shivani for one quick final word. Shivani, there is this fog of war, and we've seen there is a lot of manipulation of real-time information which can translate into misinformation. What are we looking at? Because if one is to believe, it seems Iran completely has its back to the wall, but is Iran also being smart and strategic in fighting back? What are you picking up?
See, Preeti, Iran is trying to gather a lot of support and showing that Israel has been targeting the civilian areas, especially, while Israel says that whatever is being said by Iran is not completely true. There are false narrative, like we faced the false narrative, the fake agenda that was being run by Pakistan when we witnessed the Operation Sindoor. The picture is quite similar here, Preeti, too, because there were a lot of revelations that were being made by the ambassador as we were speaking to him. He said that no losses in the Haifa port city have been made. There are certain claims that are being made by Iran that are not true, that are not correct. There were ICBMs that were being developed to be handed over to the Houthis and to other proxy armies of the Iran, and the nuclear capabilities, the program that was that was going quite speedily ahead. So they needed to check that, and for that matter, it was a planned attempt by the Israelis to first neutralize and to counter the Hezbollahs and the Hamas groups, and later on to attack Iran. So we see
Okay.
a lot of misinformation is also going on in this whole
True,
operation,
from either
and the military
sides.
operation will continue.
And
for
that's
some
what we're
time.
going to attempt to do, over the course of time. As we report, the conflict responsibly, it's about, separating propaganda from what are actual facts. India has no dibs in this, viewers, and we're going to, get you perspective coming in from both sides, Iran and Israel. Crucial the next 24 hours.